Well, hey folks, Real Honestly with John Reynolds, my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Road to Power Struggle Nights 3 through 6, and because these are VOD episodes, only the Super Junior Tag League matches were available, much like the Best of the Super Junior Tournament when they did those VOD episodes. So, big thumbs up, however, for all these nights, as every single match was at least decent, if not great. And I'm going to go through these and tell you what. So I will also be reviewing the live episode that's going to be taking place in a few hours. So apologies that this review didn't go up a day or two ago. I have been sick and dealing with some stuff, but I'm better now. Anyway, let's get cracking on with Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask versus Shingo and Bushi with Naito. Naito was at ringside for both the matches that they had on the respective nights. Shingo and Bushi work really, really, really well together. Honestly, they do. And you can tell Shingo is a great veteran. Bushi, he's the kind where no matter how many losses he takes, he's still over. And the guy is still super talented. Of course, the action did go outside. LIJ sort of playing heels here, but they're so damn cool, you can't help but cheer for them. Good double teaming, a lot of close near falls. The action breaks down at the end, as you would expect. Liger and Tiger Mask, of course, super over, and even at their age, which Tiger Mask is in his mid to late 40s, Liger is 54. He can still move so goddamn well. At the end, Tiger Mask gets crucifix pin variation on Bushi for the 1, the 2, the 3. And that's the thing, Bushi's always the one usually to take the fall for his teams, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. This was good, and Shingo didn't take the loss. There's no reason for Shingo to take a loss, maybe in a few months once he gets more established with LIJ, but this was a good match, a good way to start off. And then the second tag match for night 3, Taguchi and ACH versus Kanemaru and El Desperado, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And Taguchi and ACH are doing the rugby entrance and everything, just being super fun and everything, and that's one of the reasons I like wearing this shirt. Good old ACH is really enjoyed this shirt. Fantastic, great message by him. He's absolutely right. Fuck racism, watch wrestling. But they're having fun. The champs blindside him during their entrance, and at one point in the entrance put the rugby football, right on, Taguchi's funky weapon, aka his butt, and kick it, because kicking a football into the butt is funny. It is funny, and it's also funny how Taguchi constantly uses his butt as a weapon. The champs, take over for a bit, keep beating him down. Usual comedy, as you would expect, with the ass moves and the ass bumps and stuff like that, but ACH and Taguchi do work well together despite their contrasting styles, and Taguchi is a really good wrestler when he's not doing all the comedy bullshit, and even when he is. The guy is a really dynamite performer, and ACH, world-class athlete, and Kanemaru and El Desperado are great heels. Action does go to the outside. Chair usage by Suzuki-gun members. I'm shocked. Are you? I'm not shocked at all. And if you guys watch New Japan, even semi-regularly, you should not be shocked. Taguchi does come back after being beat down a bit. ACH, honest to God, just too good. The guy makes it look so damn effortless. Taguchi does do some of his antics, hitting people with, the funky weapon, but also hitting some really damn good moves. The guy is really super agile. The champs take over. There's action outside. A ref bump. Big shock. But then the Centauri surprise hits Desperado. Hits Despi. He is blinded. Taguchi gets a roll up on Kanemaru later. 1, 2, 3, and 2 points for ACH and Taguchi. And that was a good match. That was really enjoyable. And now we move on to night 4, which took place on October 20th. Chris Sabin and Kushida versus Volador Jr. and Soberano Jr. I'm just going to call them the CMLL boys because I'm screwing those names up a lot. A lot of flippy shit, really enjoyable. This was really damn enjoyable. Nice show of respect at the beginning, where even though they were, trying to hit each other's moves, they were still like, hey, bravo, or shake hands. That was good stuff. Great high flying as expected. Kushida and Sabin, they know each other well. From having been in the business so long, but my God, for their first time teaming together for a long series, my God, it's just incredible. You would think that they've been teaming together for 10 damn years. You would think they're Sabin and Shelley. That's how goddamn good they are. They are so goddamn smooth in the ring. Some guys just click really well. Volador and Soberano are just really damn good with tons of flips. Great spots. The great top rope Hurricanrana on Kushida. But soon, Saban gets a reverse neckbreaker while Kushida hits a moonsault from the top for the 1, the 2, the 3, and he wins it for his team. And that was good stuff. That was really enjoyable. A second match, Sho and Yo versus Taiji Ishimori and Robbie Eagles. I'm impressed with Robbie Eagles and see why everybody sung his praises. He is really good. Progny 3K, of course, super over, as you would expect. Great double teaming in the early going. Robbie and Ishimori are gelling really well together, having not teamed at least on New Japan, TV, streaming service, whatever you call it, for very long. I mean, Robbie Eagles, I think this is his first heavy tour of New Japan. I know he worked some Australian shows, I think when New Japan went to Australia earlier this year. Sho is going to be an amazing single star. He's going to be an absolutely amazing single. So is Yo. Sho is going to be a great heavyweight. I would not be shocked to see Sho become Intercontinental or IWGP US champion at some point. But Intercontinental might be better as a better stepping stone for him. But he is really going to be dynamite, and Yo is going to be a great Super Junior for sure. Because Sho just has that beefier look where he can move up to heavyweight and do well. Things break down until you get a flapjack into a pin. And Sho and Yo get the win. Eagles gets pinned, but there we go. So that's done with night 4, and now we move on to night 5. And you get Volador Jr. and Soberano Jr. again versus Shingo and Bushi. And this was an enjoyable match. Naito at ringside for his LIJ boys. Shingo and Bushi. They honestly have such great gear. Shingo has a great look. Bushi has the best masks. At least some of the best masks in the business. I would still say Liger's mask is my favorite, but maybe that's because I grew up on him. Bushi really puts in some great thought into the designs and everything. He is really good. The CMLO guys, as I'm calling them, just great agility. My God, they make it look so effortless. There are so many good spots, so many good flips and everything. Action spills outside. Bushi grounds the opponents for a bit. Shingo uses the apron, which, by the way, is the hardest part of the ring. Let us never forget that. Action picks up as Soberano and Volador hit some really nice dives. Nice tornado for 2. And then some more good work, some near falls, until you get Shingo hitting the Last Dragon. I believe it's called the Last Dragon, or Last Dragon was the Last Valkyrie, but 1, 2, and 3. And Shingo and Bushi bounce back after taking a loss earlier in the tournament. So yeah, that was really enjoyable. And then you get Sho and Yo versus Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger. And it's so great to see, and hear just how into it the Japanese fans are whenever Jushin Thunder Liger makes his entrance. I mean, that shows just the kind of camaraderie and respect he commands from the crowd. And I know I'd be doing if I was in Japan applauding for him. I mean, because Jushin Thunder Liger is the man that got me into Japanese wrestling, or heavy into Japanese wrestling. Him and the Great Muta. And a couple others. But the bottom line is those are the 2 main guys. But anyway, this was enjoyable. You had veterans mixed with, youth. Even though Roppongi 3K are super over, they are still very youthful. Liger and Tiger Mask, though, still did very, very well here. Really good groundwork by the vets. Roppongi 3K took over for a bit. Liger and Tiger Mask working a bit heelish, doing stuff behind the refs' backs and everything, which I think was the right call, because nobody's really going to boo Liger and Tiger Mask, but them doing that kind of stuff when Roppongi 3K are clearly the bigger baby faces and, the younger guys and everything, it's a nice little shine for them and a way for a good, really good team to work heel as Tiger Mask and Jushin Thunder Liger, who I don't believe had won a single match or gotten a single point in Super Junior Tag League before, have managed to get points in this, and that's really, really nice because they deserve it. And even as veterans, they can have a good showing here. I was still hoping to beat Kanemaru and El Desperado. I get why they haven't, but I wonder who's going to unseat them. We'll find out here at the end of this tournament. But anyway, you get Liger still moving so well at age 54. Beautiful Tiger Suplex, off the top. Really nice. Yo, however, gets a nice bridging pin on Liger soon after for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And Roppongi 3K, with Rocky Romero at ringside, by the way, get the victory. And that was enjoyable. And now we move on to night 6. Taking place on October 23rd, just on Tuesday, so a couple days before. You get Taiji Ishimori and Robbie Eagles versus Kanemaru and El Desperado. And you're wondering what's going to happen here. Who's going to heal up more? Clearly the Suzuki-gun guys will. Champs attack before the bell. I mean, everybody's in the ring, but they attack before the bell. Of course they do, as Despy's doing and stuff. And Kanemaru gets his introduction. They attack Taiji Ishimori and Robbie Eagles, and they, for a bit the champs take over. Robbie Eagles does cause some miscues among the champs, takes over. Him and Ishimori are a really dynamite team. Goes outside, and even into the crowd. Shocking. Suzuki-gun members going into the crowd. The champs attack Robbie some more. He tags Ishimori, who just goes absolutely nuts. He comes in hot, phrasing, and really so damn quick. The guy bounces so damn well. I think he's like his mid-30s, and you would think the guy's 20. I mean, he clearly knows what he's doing in the ring, but just watching him move, you're like, my God, amazing athletes. And that's what I love about New Japan Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that's what I love about wrestling in general. You have so many amazing athletes, but it's great to see them featured on a program like New Japan, and in the Super Junior Tag League, which is really nice that we're able to get 8 teams and have a round-robin tournament, so they were able to extend it a little bit. But anyway, it breaks down at the end until you had alcohol to the eyes, this time not to Despy, but to Robbie, and Despy rolls him up for the 1, the 2, the 3. So the champs so far did get pinned by Taguchi and ACH, so you have to think that Taguchi and ACH, much like when they did in the G1, where when champions get pinned in respective matches, oh God, that champion has to face that person because they suddenly are a title shot. Taguchi and ACH getting a shot maybe on the third, well not on the third, but sometime leading into the Road to Wrestle Kingdom will be very interesting. As I think it would be a very fun match. They won't win, but it'd be a very fun match. And then we get Sabin and Kushida versus Taguchi and ACH, and this was really good. This was really, really good. This was a great way to cap off Night 6 and cap off the VOD episodes with some great agility and exchanges at the beginning, as you would expect. Kushida and Taguchi, Sabin, ACH, just so much good stuff. It's funny because all this time Taguchi keeps using his ass as a weapon. Let's never forget that the funky weapon is so damn deadly and is so integral to his offense. I think that's how you say the word. But they did the continuous clotheslines thing where sometimes Taguchi will do it and ACH will just keep doing the clotheslines, and then they'll reverse it and ACH will do it while Taguchi does it. Well, this time Taguchi's doing it and they're in the rugby gear and, doing this. He's trying to get him going and everything, and ACH keeps hitting clotheslines and keeps sliding and then hitting the clothesline and sliding and hitting the clothesline, and then he slides and then falls down and then hits a clothesline because he's tired. And that's not knocking. That was supposed to be done, but that was pretty funny. Some comedy like that is good in wrestling. And then we get Kushida with some great submission arm focus, and also Sabin focusing on the arm of ACH instead of the knee. Focusing on that. I think his knee is still hurt, but you haven't really been able to tell. I know he hurt it. It was night 1 or 2 where he seemingly hurt it. Now, fortunately, he seems to be okay as he's doing these matches. Even though Taguchi seems to be doing more of the match, ACH is still really holding his own. So hopefully it's just a bit of a stinger, and he's going to be all right. Taguchi did use funky weapon a few times, but then at one point Sabin decides to bite his ass because wrestling. And then you get some more good work. ACH attacking both guys. Things break down until Kushida gets on his great armbar that he does, since he's so great in the air or with submissions. ACH taps out, and you get a win for Kushida and Chris Sabin. And I'm going to go over the rankings here just before at the close of this review. So tournament points is after 6 nights. So night 7, obviously by the time that review's up, this will change. But if you want to know what it is before night 7, Shingo and Bushi, Sho and Yo are tied at 6 points. Now it's a 4-way tie. Liger and Tiger Mask, Kushida and Sabin, Ishimori and Eagles, Kanemaru and Despy at 4 points, and at 2 points in the rear. ACH and Taguchi, that seems fitting, in the rear, and Volador and Soberano Jr. at 2 points. So it's going to be interesting. No teams are out yet, but certainly after night 7 and 8, it's going to be pretty obvious which teams are totally out of the tournament. So anyway, that's what I have to say. What do you guys think of the tournament so far? Are you guys glad I did this review? Since you guys enjoy my New Japan reviews, I wanted to make sure I did this for you. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of the tournament, and let me know what you guys think of the review. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. Been real honesty with John Rittland, and I will see you soon.